Hi and welcome back to the That's Business channel, where you learn the most in the least amount of time. Before we begin, remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to never miss a video. On today's episodes of Habits of the Rich, we will be talking about Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. How does he do it? What's his secret? Other than his high intellect, incredible ambition and innovative ideas, is there some secret shortcut to becoming like Elon Musk? Well, we don't know about that, but what we do know is some of Mr. Musk's habits, some he even does on a daily basis. Maybe you can start implementing some of them in your life and live more like the richest man in the world. Reading. Ever since he was a child, Elon Musk has been a book devourer. It is even said he used to read up to 10 hours a day in his childhood. Nowadays, Musk says he makes sure to read up to 500 pages a day of his favourite topics. Some of his most recommended books are E01, Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future by Peter Thiel, Super Intelligence, Paths, Dangers, Strategies by Nick Bostrom, and let's not forget the classic, The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is not just a habit Musk has, but something he shares with other successful men like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. So how important is reading really? Well, this might answer that question. When asking Elon Musk how he learnt to build rockets, he said, "I read a lot of books." The 5-minute blocks. Productivity scholars say the day should be divided in such a way where each activity only gets 15 to 20 minutes at most dedicated to it. After this time has passed, one should move on to the next activity. This is to give each activity as much focus and attention as possible. For Musk, however, each activity only gets 5 minutes. He says it's to avoid distractions and to maximize the result of each minute. An example of the way Musk uses these 5-minute blocks in his companies is the rule of meetings not lasting longer than 5 minutes. The Colombian employee Sebastian Torres has worked with SpaceX for 8 years and says for the first meeting he had with Musk, he had prepared enough material for an hour-long presentation. Musk entered the room, listened for 5 minutes, and then he left. Torres thought this was unusual and asked about it. So when he found out about the 5-minute rule, he started having more efficient meetings. 100-hour work weeks. Don't let the rule of 5-minute meetings fool you into thinking Elon Musk works less. On the contrary, he's famously known for sometimes even working 120 hours per week. Musk's unstoppable work pace has both been criticised and praised by many. It's said when he works his 100-hour weeks, which would be a burden for most workers, he sees it as a routine which has been achieved by sacrifice and a lot of discipline. In his opinion, any founder of a company should work 80+ hours per week. This begs the question of how this busy man finds time to sleep. Well, because of his long work hours, there isn't much time for sleep. In fact, less than 7 hours each night, and therefore must make sure to take advantage of every hour he gets. He does this by avoiding food and alcohol 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This helps him sleep better, and he has an easier time to stay focused the next day. But even though Musk manages to find time for sleep, this crazy work schedule does make one wonder how he does it, day after day for months on end. It really seems like he has some superhuman ability to just keep going, or maybe he has more than 24 hours a day, unlike the rest of us. No, none of that. The secret is he has fun. The reason he manages to pull these insane work hours is not only motivation and discipline, but also the fact that Musk truly loves what he does. Which brings us to his next habit. Loving what he does. Many of us look at our lives and are okay with the way we are living. We have a home, a family, friends, hobbies, etc. But to pay for our life, we have a job. Usually people view their job as something they just have to do in order to afford life. We might not be thrilled about working 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but at least we get the weekends off, right? This is not the way Elon Musk lives his life. He truly loves what he does. He doesn't work to pay for his life. Him working is his life because he does what he loves for a living. He has made his love for the environment very clear and his concerns about the planet and the large companies not doing enough to take care of it. It's something he cares about so much, so his companies are focused on the environment. For example, Tesla with electric cars or Solar City with its way of making clean energy. What many don't know is the fact that he even put the patent on the technology of the Tesla car up for anyone to use. Because his belief is, even if someone comes along and creates a better electric car and bankrupts Tesla, it still means the environment and the planet is being cared for. Taking risks. In life, there are certain things we must do to grow. One of those things is taking risks. This might be hard to grasp as a habit, but if one does it enough times, it becomes one. And taking risks is certainly something Elon Musk has done plenty of. For example, starting his electric car business, Tesla. Before Tesla was created, Musk, like many others, had a dream. But unlike many others, Musk decided to make his dream a reality. The idea of an electric car company was mocked, and many didn't believe it would work. But Musk took the risk anyway, and thank God he did. It's easy to remain in the comfort zone and live a risk-free life. But imagine how different the world would look if everyone lived like that. But just because your name is Elon Musk, it doesn't mean every risk you take is going to work out in your favour. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't, which is why the next habit of our dear Elon is so important. Never giving up. According to Musk, there are many people who never reach their potential in life. Not because they aren't qualified, but because they give up too soon, sometimes even before they start. He means the road to freedom is interesting and beautiful, but also paved with pain, scars, and difficult situations. The important thing is to understand this is part of the process and not a reason to give up. So do like Elon Musk and don't even have giving up as an option. You can take a break, but only if your intention is to get back out there. The only time you fail is when you choose to stop trying and give up. Staying healthy. Musk has confessed he wouldn't exercise at all if it was possible. But he knows the importance of exercise for one's health and therefore does spend time lifting weights and running on the treadmill, although he admits he doesn't exactly love running. However, Musk has made it clear, although he's not a fan of exercise, he assures to do it regularly enough to stay active, especially because, as he says, prefers tasty food over healthy food. Although he did mention in the book Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX and the Quest for a Fantastic Future by Ashley Vance, that if there was a way he could not eat so he could work more, then he would for sure choose not to eat. So the conclusion on Elon Musk's habits for living healthy is, he does what he must do in order to be healthy. If he wants to eat unhealthy food, then he makes sure to exercise. Both because he does not want to be overweight, but also because it's important for the immune system to stay healthy. Surround yourself with the right people. How you know you are surrounded by the right people all depends on who you want to be and what you want to achieve from life. Elon Musk says he likes to be surrounded by people who solve problems. Even though Elon Musk is clearly a genius himself, not even he could have achieved all he has done on his own. Musk wants to surround himself with people who can bring value to his companies, and especially people who solve problems, people like himself. Even in his earlier days, Musk wanted to be surrounded by like-minded individuals. Back in 1999, he, together with his 4 partners, founded X.com, which later became PayPal. This company put Musk on the map when it was sold to eBay for a hefty $1.5 billion. So it's safe to say he was surrounded by the right people on this one. Living on $1 a day. This sounds unbelievable coming from the richest man on the planet. But Elon Musk let the world know in an interview that before all his riches, he for a long time lived with the method of living on $1 a day. Musk has always had clear goals on where he wanted to go, and therefore didn't want any distractions to divert him from his objective. This method supposedly helped him eliminate distractions and concentrate on his dreams. This is not something he does nowadays, but it was what he did when he wanted to get started in business. He said if he could manage to live on $1 a day, specifically when it came to food, then he would always be okay. because $30 a month on food he could always manage to earn. It also convinced him that if he could do that, then he could do anything. There is no guarantee the habits of Elon Musk will make you successful, but it could. If you don't try, you'll never know. Also remember, success is different for everyone and regulated by your own level of satisfaction. And every step on the way towards your success are small wins which should be recognized and celebrated. We have now reached the end of the video. I hope you learned something new. I know I did. Let us know in the comments what you would like to see next. This was Habits of the Rich on the That's Business channel. Thank you for watching and take care.